The Democrat corruption has started back in the 1800s, with Democrats returned to Tammany Hall tactics with backroom dealings to boot Biden out of the 2024 presidential race, which he does need to go, but that's what I have for you today, so on with the show. Democrats' corruption have started back in the 1800s, and it continues today, with Joe Biden being forced out of the race, which he needs to be, but they are relating back to what is called the Tammany Hall tactics. Now, with all the stuff that's going on, the Democratic power brokers attempt to pressure President Biden into bowing out of the re-election for his departure could set up a messy selection process for his replacement that circumvents the primary electorate and threatens to send the party back to the Tammany Hall day. This is going to show you that they don't care about the American people, which I have not a problem with them getting Biden out. He's medically not capable of being the president of the United States, which he should not be right now. But the spirit of Tammany Hall has returned to the Democrat Party as Boss Pelosi, Boss Obama, Boss Schumer, and Boss Jeffries seek to repudiate over 14 million Democrats in replacing the sitting president. And they continued, no president for Washington bosses throwing out the votes of the American people to impose their will on the nation. Now I want you to watch this video, about 3 minutes long, of what Tammany Hall actually was and when the Democrats' corruption began. Take a look at this.
Tammany Hall was a political powerhouse in New York City from its 1789 inception to mayoral campaigns well into the 1950s. Its leadership was frequently aligned with the Democratic Party, and it was a major or controlling faction in the party from 1821 to 1872, and then again from 1905 to 1932. Which included infamous Tammany bosses such as William Boss Tweed, Richard F. Crocker, and Charles F. Murray. Although many New Yorkers suspected that Tammany Hall was a breeding ground for graft and corruption, Tammany's popularity and remarkable longevity resulted from its willingness to help the city's poor, particularly newly arrived immigrant populations. Irish immigrants forced Tammany Hall to admit them as members in 1817, and the Irish thereafter never lost their support for Tammany Hall politicians. Perhaps the most notable of Tammany Hall leaders was Boss Tweed, who first served as a U.S. congressman representing New York's 5th District when he took office in March of 1853. At the height of his corrupt influence, Tweed was the third largest landowner in New York City, holding directorships with the Erie Railroad, the 10th National Bank, the Harlem Gaslight Company, and more. His reign over New York politics unraveled in 1877, when he was convicted for stealing an amount estimated by an alderman's committee at between $25 and $45 million, while later estimates ranged as high as $200 million. Unable to make bail, he escaped jail once but was swiftly returned to custody. He died in the Ludlow Street Jail on April 12, 1878, at 55 years of age. Reform political parties periodically took power away from the Tammany Hall crowd, but for many years it always made a comeback, until anti-Tammany Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia, with the help of Franklin D. Roosevelt, was able to weaken the machine's power on a permanent basis. Despite LaGuardia's efforts, Tammany Hall retained some of its local power base until John V. Lindsay became mayor of New York in 1966.
Now, for most of the 19th and 20th centuries, Democratic politics were dominated by Tammany Hall, a New York-based executive committee that maintained political control through Mafia-like tactics and behind-the-scenes power broking. It's exactly what they're doing now, and I brought you this video today to prove to you the Democrat Party, or the lawless party, they don't care about the American people. Republicans don't either, but the Democrats are worse. They don't care. They use whatever tactics, be it illegal or not, to win and get their way no matter what happens. So please share my videos with your friends and family. Join me weeknights 9 p.m. for the Conservative Viewpoint, where we go over stuff like this and so much more. Follow me on Rumble at Country Conservative. Don't forget to hit that follow button hit that thumbs up, give me a like. It helps my channel grow. But remember to join me weeknights 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Conservative Viewpoint, where you'll get so much information with videos and everything. You won't be sorry that you tuned in. Join me in chat. Let me know what your feelings about this subject and more. But you know, I'll be watching these stories, all kinds of stories and more. And as soon as I get some information out, I'll get them out to you. So in the meantime, this has been the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie. I'll see you next time.